Today I'm going to be talking about establishing the circuitry of the body, heart, mind, and in this way we can understand inspiration as the spirit coming in. So that's what enlightenment is. Circuitry is for the light to come up. So first I'm going to practice with you coming to the center core. Just feeling your feet on the ground, your palms, between your fingers, between your toes, the back of your neck, your elbows, face, forehead, neck, chest or breasts, navel or belly button, pelvis, the bowl of the pelvis itself, just connecting with it, the thighs, the knees, the feet, the hairs on your head, hairs on your body, the canals of the digestive system, the lungs, the organs, the brain, the nostrils, the nails, the shoulder blades, the ribs, kidneys, liver, spleen, pancreas, all the glands, the thymus, the thyroid, the salivary glands. Just mentally connecting with each one, the wrists, the fingers, the inner arm, outer arm, upper arm, lower arm, inner thigh, outer thigh, back of the knee, front of the knee. And the sides of the waist, the low back, the anus, the buttocks, the penis or vagina, even the pubic hairs, the calf, the Achilles heel, and the cervical spine, which meets the neck. Letting all of that go, and now finding the center of all of this. Recognizing the front, the back, the top, the bottom, the left, the right. Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Like there's a circle rolling, that we're like a hamster standing in a circle, and there's like a rolling sensation. The whole circle rolls forward, now the whole circle rolls back. You can call it the auric orb, the field. Now it rolls to the left, it rolls to the right. Every cell of the body becoming infused with this auric field. The center is the center, finding balance. Stretching out. Breathing out, releasing that. Maybe taking one more breath just like that. Stretching out. Releasing that. And so when we go into the body, there's a lot of information, and when we go into the mind, there's a lot of information, and the heart itself could be like the in-between, or the throat, or we could use the chakras, but I'm not going to go so into like specific ways. I'm just going to look at it broadly, body and kind of like the mind, heart. So I found a letter by Shelby McDaniel, who teaches people how to make peace with their body, and he feels that that's the reason people are addicted to sugar in this country and many countries. And so I'm going to read a letter, and it's so soft and touching. And he writes a letter, "Dear body." "Dear body, I'm sorry for all the years I tried to manipulate and control you. All the years I ignored your gentle whispers and cried for love, and cries for love and support, all the hurtful things I said to you, all the ways I mistreated you, all the hours spent comparing you to others and not seeing your own unique strength, power, grace, and beauty. I'm sorry for all the anger and frustration I misdirected at you when I was hurting. I'm sorry for all the times I didn't yet understand how to truly comfort you. I didn't know at that time in my life how to respect you. I believed other people knew better than you did. I put all my worthiness into looking and performing a certain way, which I now know is not true at all. I didn't know at that time in my life how to cope with the pain I felt, and I'm sorry I took that out on you. I now realize you were trying your best to keep me alive and protect me. I realized you were doing your best, considering the circumstances and the way I was treating you. Your gentle whispers for support soon turned into screams for love, and I now understand that. You did what you had to get my attention and keep me alive. Thank you, body, for everything that you do for me and every single day. Thank you for keeping me alive and still showing up for me in the past when I didn't show you the respect you deserve. So many things that you do for me each and every day that allow me to fully sense and enjoy this life. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you and all that you do. I'm sorry for not seeing your value and taking advantage of so many of your abilities in the past. I see you and I honor you. I'm grateful to be rebuilding a relationship with you. I promise to do my best to keep learning how to respect your needs. I thank you for being so strong and resilient. I thank you for being patient with me as I'm relearning how to listen to you and respect you. Thank you for teaching me how to respect myself. Thank you for teaching me how to be more patient, kind, loving, and compassionate with my own self. Love me. Now, just to transition before I read, the journaling prompt for today, I would like to read some quotes. There is this Instagram account written by Mr. Brewer, and I know his mom, and he's a wonderful person, and he likes to share inspiration, and so his Instagram handle is useful da'as. In Hebrew, da'as means knowledge, but it includes upper, lower knowledge. It includes really like the conclusion, the true ramifications of the learning that we do on the way. They become ingrained into us. So his handle would be USEFULDAAS. I'll just read some quotes that he puts on there. These are from mostly in 2020. He posted them, but I really like them. Your day you're born is when God decided the world couldn't exist without you. It is not incumbent upon you to finish the task, but neither are you free to absolve yourself from it. The central aspect of worship is being at one with God. The truly rich enjoy what they have. Leaving everything in Hashem's hands, Hashem is the name, which means you cannot put God into a name, so even God doesn't do enough as the word one. But leaving everything in Hashem's hands will eventually lead us to see Hashem's hand in everything. The giver shouldn't remember. The receiver shouldn't forget. Change what you can't accept what you can't change. To be kind is more important than to be right. Many times people need not a brilliant mind, but a special heart that listens. The highest form of wisdom is kindness. We don't see things the way they are. We see things the way we are. Every blade of grass has its angel that bends over it, saying in a whisper, grow, grow. Acting from love is greater than acting from fear. A little bit of light dispels a lot of darkness. Think about a candle lighting up a room. Every descent is for the sake of the ascent. The brain and personality that God gave us, and I would add here the body too, is an endowment. It's the building blocks to make a sanctuary for Him, for it, for all, for oneness here on earth. Create in me, this is a prayer, create in me a clean heart, O God, a renewed right spirit in me. The world is new to us every day. This is God's gift, and everyone should believe she or he is actually reborn each day. Let the good in me connect with the good in others until all the world is transformed through the compelling power of love. Proper praying is like a person wandering through a field, gathering flowers one by one until they make a beautiful bouquet. In the same manner, a person must gather each letter, syllable, forming them into words of prayer. Accept life like a pair of walking legs. The foot forward has no pride, and the foot behind has no shame. They know that the situation will change. Remember, when you're in a position to help someone, be glad and always do it, because that's God answering someone else's prayers through you. We all pray for what we need. Sometimes God doesn't change the situation because He's trying to change our heart. I would say our body or our mind. And the practice I did today was, when we get in touch with our body, it feels nice, and that's when the body's when there's trust, the body can share with us that information about what triggers we might have that cause the SOS signal and stuckness. So I didn't feel triggered or SOS while I wrote this because of entering into these layers of the body through that letter, through the inspiration, and then through just recognizing today's a new day. It's worth it to know this, and I found it very meaningful to do this. So I would recommend, when you're done your body meditation, trust the process and take some time to write a living SOS list for when you get stuck. And it will be very helpful to know these things for when you're actually stuck. You'll remember this. So these are my triggers. I'm not judging myself because my body's letting me know these are the things that cause my body to go feeling stuck, fight or flight, uncomfortable. First is feeling trapped or hunted. The next is someone steering too much. Another is having to adapt too much. Another is being idealized or objectified. Another is feeling used. Another is being forced to lie. Another is feeling I don't matter. Another is feeling misled or lied to, like my trust is betrayed or I'm taken for a fool, or really just like the theme of unnecessary games being played with me instead of just honesty. Then assumptions about me, being told like untrue things about me, feeling misunderstood or pigeonholed, and even overly pitied or avoided. And this ties into like, when my vulnerability and sharing is used against me, or someone shows that they aren't safe to let my guard down because they wanted to weaponize these insecurities for power. And here I was, and that's a long drawn out comment, but really it's like, if I open up to you and then you make it sound like it's so terrible, And then also obviously when people are using things against me, instead of like compassion or understanding. Then a lazy person who wants me to make the effort, time, and connections as if my resources are worth less than theirs, they wouldn't do it. And when someone demands more than I'm able or prepared to give and has unfair, unreasonable expectations. And finally, when someone drops me or rages or judges because they didn't get their way. So all of these here, clearly, they're not happening right now. And yet when they happen, I create stories around it. Now, some of these are actually stories. I'm not actually being dropped. The person's going and finding a way to meet their needs. You understand? Like, so, or, somebody is not lazy, not making effort. They're so busy with life or taking care of so much stuff for others. Or here it's like when someone demands more and I don't know how to say no. And the person won't even have a resentment. I just don't know how to say no. So there's a lot of this, like, the ability to look at this stuff, what triggers me. I can also see where I'm making up stories. Like, where I have to adapt too much. Do I really? Am I being objectified? Do I ever know if, and if I'm being used, like, we're all using each other. I'm using my body. I'm using my mind. Like, I'm using myself. So it's like learning these stories really establishes that circuitry so I can have a better internal communication and a circle of myself. And the light staying inside of me. Like, when I get triggered, I don't have to let it out. I can, like, comfort myself and say, I know this is so hard for you. I know this makes you feel stuck. I know it makes you feel like you don't matter. And I know you feel like someone's making assumptions about you and they don't understand you, or someone's playing with you. Like, I can talk to myself better because I have this information. My body trusted me. It's like a little kid opening up to me. And, I wish you, thank you for spending time with me, and I wish you the experience of that inspiration is your spirit entering the body, mind, heart, like for equilibria in all the realms.